There's a chair in your house no one sits in, but you haven't moved it either. It's quiet, harmless part of the room now, but something about it feels off, doesn't it? Now think about your bedroom. Think about what's next to your bed right now. A clock, a phone, a lamp, maybe a glass of water. All ordinary, all harmless, or so it seems. But the truth is, there are objects near your bed, right now, that are either silently nourishing your energy or quietly draining the life from it. Every night as your body shuts down, your mind and spirit become porous. This is when energy seeps in most deeply, not just from thoughts or dreams, but from physical things. What rests on your nightstand, what hides under your bed, what faces your pillow, all of it speaks to your nervous system, whether you're awake or not. And for many women, especially those who feel stuck in a loop of restless sleep, foggy mornings, lost motivation, or missed opportunities, the answer doesn't lie in what you're doing wrong during the day. It starts with what surrounds you at night. You can meditate, journal, eat clean, do all the right things. But if the space you sleep in is quietly working against you, it's like swimming upstream in the dark. There are 5 specific objects, small, ordinary, almost invisible, that, when placed in the right way near your bed, begin to shift that energy back in your favor. They guard your sleep, soothe your nervous system, and invite prosperity in ways you don't need to believe in for them to work. And tonight, you'll learn what they are. But first, take a slow look around your bedroom and ask yourself, what have I been sleeping next to night after night without even noticing? Section 1. 5 small objects, 5 silent invitations for abundance. Number 1. A white or rose quartz sphere. There's a kind of sadness that never makes it into words. It settles in your chest quietly, shows up in your sleep as restlessness, strange dreams, or just that dull ache you can't explain in the morning. You tell yourself it's just stress, hormones, age. But your body knows the difference between stress and something deeper. And so does your sleep. If you wake up feeling heavy, unrefreshed, or anxious for no reason, your bedroom may not be as neutral as you think. One small shift, one quiet object can change everything. A white or rose quartz sphere placed to the left of where you sleep isn't just a pretty stone. It's an ancient form of protection. Like the earth's quiet eye, it absorbs sadness you never gave a name to. It filters emotional residue, not with noise or force, but with presence. You don't have to do anything. Just let it be near you. The shape matters. A sphere offers 360 degrees of soft, continuous energy, no sharp edges, no interference. And the color matters. White quartz speaks to clarity, mental reset, a clean slate. Rose quartz, with its gentle pink hue, works deeper. It holds the vibration of compassion, emotional healing, and inner tenderness that many women give away to others but forget to give themselves. When placed to your left, as you lie down, not as you stand, the sphere connects to the receiving side of your body. This is where we take in safety, trust, nurturing. Let the morning light hit the stone before it hits your face. Let it warm what's been cold inside you. Over time, this quiet ritual teaches your body that it's safe to soften again, safe to sleep deeply, safe to release what no longer belongs to you. Most women don't realize how much energy they carry into bed at night. Arguments left unresolved, fears about aging, money, loneliness, the memories that replay even when the lights go off. The quartz doesn't erase these things. It simply gives them somewhere else to go. Somewhere that isn't your pillow, and that makes all the difference. This isn't about belief, it's about nervous system regulation. It's about shifting what your brain, heart, and breath are exposed to during the most vulnerable hours of your life, and it costs nothing to try. You can find a quartz sphere in most crystal shops or wellness stores. You don't need it to be perfect. You just need it to be real. Clean it gently before placing it. Set it on a nightstand, a small shelf, or a cloth by your bed, anywhere stable, quiet, and free from clutter. Then leave it. Let it do what it's meant to. And before long, you might notice your dreams begin to change. Your mornings feel less cloudy. Your breath slows down before sleep without you even trying. And maybe for the first time in a long time, something will finally be guarding your dreams, not just your doors. Number 2, a spiritual talisman in a red envelope. Not everything that protects you has to be visible. Sometimes the most powerful protection is silent, tucked away, unseen, but always there. If you've ever gone to bed with a racing mind or woken up in the dark with a heavy feeling in your chest and no clear reason, you know what it's like to be unguarded during sleep. Your bedroom may be locked, but your energy is not. Your subconscious stays wide open at night, sorting through everything you didn't have time to feel during the day. And that's exactly when invisible energy, whether it's worry, fear, or something you picked up from someone else, sinks in deepest. That's why a talisman matters, not for superstition, but for setting energetic boundaries when you can't consciously defend yourself. A spiritual talisman isn't a magic charm or a religious object. It's an intention, written, sealed, and placed near your body to remind your energy where the line is. You don't have to understand how it works. You just have to give it a home. Write a simple message, something short and true, not a wish but a declaration. I sleep in peace, I am protected. Fold it gently, place it inside a red envelope. Red has long been associated with life force, vitality, warmth, and the will to stay. When that red envelope rests near your head, beneath your pillow, or tucked in a small drawer beside your bed, it becomes a quiet signal. Nothing crosses this threshold unless it comes with love. You might not feel a dramatic shift overnight, but after a few nights, you may begin to notice fewer interruptions in your sleep, fewer thoughts that spiral, fewer shadows in the corners of your dreams. If the talisman becomes part of your nightly rhythm, your body begins to trust the space again. And that trust, the quiet sense of being held, is what invites deeper rest, faster recovery, and even clarity that seems to arrive out of nowhere the next day. Like a memory coming back, or a decision that suddenly feels right. It's important to treat your talisman with respect, not as decoration, not as a trinket. Refresh it every few months, replace the paper, burn the old one safely, or bury it with a word of thanks. This isn't a ritual to impress anyone. It's a statement to yourself. I am no longer available for chaotic sleep. I no longer host what does not serve me. You deserve a place where your nervous system can fall all the way down, where your mind doesn't have to keep watch through the night, where you don't just survive the hours between midnight and morning, but you're quietly, fully restored in them. That place begins with what you allow near your head, and sometimes all it takes is a folded piece of paper in a red envelope to shift the energy from exposed to protected. Number 3. A bowl of salt and 8 ancient coins. Some rooms feel heavy for no reason. You walk in and your chest tightens. You sit down and suddenly feel tired. You can open the windows, clean the floors, change the sheets, and still the air doesn't move. That's not just clutter. It's energy that's gone stagnant. And in your bedroom, where you lie still for hours each night, that stagnation doesn't just sit in the corners. It wraps itself around your sleep. If you've been waking up foggy, frustrated, or with a sense that something's off but you can't explain it, there's a good chance the space around you needs a reset. Not with noise, not with effort, just with 2 simple things, salt and intention. A small bowl of natural coarse salt combined with 8 old coins, no louder than a whisper but powerful enough to start shifting what feels stuck. Salt is a cleanser. It doesn't just absorb moisture or odor, it absorbs emotional debris, stress vibrations, even leftover energy from bad dreams and old conversations. But salt alone only holds. To get the energy flowing again, you need activation. That's where the coins come in. Choose 8 coins, old ones if you can find them. Not for their history, but because things that have lasted carry a vibration of endurance, of resilience. The number 8 speaks to continuity, a circle that doesn't break. Place the salt in a white, unpatterned bowl. Gently rest the coins on top in a circle like petals or a quiet compass. Slide the bowl under your bed, away from traffic, in a dry spot that stays undisturbed. Then forget it. Let it work. Over the next 30 to 45 days, that bowl will quietly pull what your body doesn't need to carry. It will absorb arguments you never voiced, fears you couldn't name, and that strange buzzing that sometimes lingers around your thoughts. But here's the key: this bowl isn't permanent. Like a sponge, it gets full. After a month or so, it must be emptied. Toss the salt outside or into running water. Rinse the coins with diluted salt water and let them dry in sunlight. Then do it again, not as a chore, but as a sacred rhythm. This is what it means to care for the energy that cares for you. You deserve a sleeping space that breathes freely, like your lungs when you step into fresh air. You deserve a bed that doesn't just hold your body, but protects your spirit from stagnation. So ask yourself tonight, what's been building up around me without me knowing? And are you ready to let something simple do the work of release, so that peace, clarity, and flow can come back in? Number 4. Dried orange peels in a soft pouch. Some scents don't just smell good, they reach something inside you. They take you back to safety, to childhood, to laughter in a kitchen, or the quiet peace after a storm. The scent of orange does that. It's more than citrus. It's clean, soft, forgiving. It doesn't push. It invites. That's why dried orange peels, something so simple, can have such a powerful effect on the space you sleep in. Especially for women who carry too much. The responsibilities, the invisible weight of worry, the memories that resurface at night. If you often wake with tension in your chest or find yourself staring at the ceiling long after turning off the lights, this might be your nervous system asking for help. Not with pills, not with another gadget, but with a quiet shift in the energy around you. Dried orange peel placed in a small linen or cotton pouch and tucked near your pillow doesn't just freshen the air, it softens it. Its scent carries a frequency that soothes the nervous system, clears lingering tension, and creates an invisible barrier against the kind of energy that keeps the mind in loops. Unlike artificial air fresheners or candles, which often overpower, this method uses what's already natural, already trusted by the body. Peel an orange and let it dry slowly in the open air. You don't need many pieces, just enough to cradle in a small pouch no bigger than your palm. If you'd like to strengthen the scent, a single drop of pure orange essential oil is enough, no more. Too much overwhelms. Hang the pouch near your headboard or slip it under your pillow close to where your face rests. The best time to do this is at the start of the week or when your room feels emotionally off and you can't explain why. And don't forget, freshness matters. Replace the peels every 10 to 15 days. Once they lose their scent, they've done their job. Keeping them too long can reverse the effect, turning clean energy stagnant again. That's the part most people overlook. Even good energy has to be renewed. You'll know it's working not by some dramatic change, but by how your body feels before sleep. A softer breath, a lighter chest, less urgency in your thoughts, fewer shadows in your dreams. For those who sleep alone or struggle with sleep paralysis or feel a strange chill at night, this small pouch becomes more than a scent. It becomes a gentle companion, wordless but powerful. It reminds your system that you are safe even in the dark, and that sometimes the most profound healing doesn't come from adding more noise, but from reintroducing silence through scent, through softness, through a peel that once held sunlight and still carries a trace of it now. Number 5. A genuine Himalayan salt lamp. Not all light is equal. Some light jolts your system, sharp and electric. Other light warms you before it even touches your skin. That's the kind of light a real Himalayan salt lamp offers. It doesn't glow to brighten the room, it glows to settle it. And that difference is everything when it comes to how you sleep. If you've ever laid awake in a room that felt off, even though nothing was wrong, your nervous system likely picked up what your mind couldn't name. Too much static, too much sharp energy, too much artificial frequency. A genuine Himalayan salt lamp helps shift that, not because it's trendy or pretty, but because it gently rewrites the emotional tone of the space you breathe in every night. Mined from ancient salt beds deep in the mountains, each lamp is a compact piece of Earth's memory. It carries a stillness, and when warmed from within, it releases negative ions, subtle but effective in neutralizing the electromagnetic noise we're constantly surrounded by. from phones, TV, Wi-Fi, even old wiring. These invisible stressors don't just keep you mentally wired. They cloud your body's signals, your sleep rhythms, your intuition, your inner clarity. By placing a real salt lamp beside your bed, on a nightstand, shelf, or even across the room, you create a low, steady hum of grounding energy. The light it casts is amber like firelight, not blue, not fluorescent. The kind of glow our ancestors sat beside for generations. Your brain remembers that kind of light. It responds by producing melatonin. Your heart rate slows, your thoughts soften, and your sleep comes easier, not forced, but welcomed. The key here is authenticity. Choose a lamp made of solid Himalayan salt, unpolished, with a dimmable bulb inside. Avoid bright LED bulbs. They cancel out the lamp's natural energy. Let the lamp glow for at least 30 minutes before you sleep. Make it the last thing your eyes see. Let it wash your room in something ancient, warm, alive. This isn't about design. It's about nervous system restoration. About building a nighttime space that doesn't ask anything of you, but gives back in silence. And you'll know it's working when your room starts to feel like a refuge again. Not a storage space, not a place where your mind spins all night, but a true resting place where light doesn't just help you see, it helps you heal. So ask yourself tonight, is the light in your room calming your spirit or keeping you on guard? And what would change if the last glow before sleep came not from a screen, but from a piece of earth, warmed just enough to remind you, it's safe now to let go. Section 2. The 3 sleep mistakes that drain your energy and block fortune. Mistake 1. Large plants in the bedroom. It's easy to assume that plants are always a good thing. They're green, they're beautiful, they clean the air, or so we're told. But not every room benefits from a leafy companion, especially not the one where you sleep. Large plants in the bedroom, while visually calming during the day, often disrupt the exact kind of stillness your body craves at night. You may not see it, you may not smell it, but you feel it: heavier breathing, a subtle restlessness, dreams that don't quite let go. Here's why. During daylight, plants release oxygen, but when the sun sets, they begin to take oxygen in and release carbon dioxide. It's a small exchange. But in a closed bedroom, especially one with poor ventilation, that shift matters. The air grows thicker. The energy turns dense. And instead of soft, quiet, your body enters a space subtly more active than it should be. Then there's the emotional weight. Large plants, particularly those with wide, dark leaves or sprawling branches, carry a kind of visual pressure. Their presence, so alive, so growing, can unintentionally create a sense of movement in a room meant for stillness. And if the plant has sharp leaves or rigid posture, that pressure becomes sharper, closer to anxiety. Even if you love the look of greenery, your nervous system may read it as too awake. And sleep, real restorative sleep, only happens when the room feels energetically safe and slow. That doesn't mean you need to eliminate nature from your bedroom. But scale matters. Instead of large houseplants, opt for a single vase of fresh flowers, changed weekly. Or a small soft-stemmed plant with rounded leaves placed away from the bed. Let your bedroom breathe, not just physically, but emotionally. A good night's sleep isn't just about what's in your head. It's about what's in your space. And if something that seems beautiful is quietly keeping you alert, maybe it doesn't belong beside your dreams. Mistake 2. Old stuffed animals or plush toys. There's something tender about a stuffed animal. A softness that reminds us of safety, childhood, or someone we once loved. For many women, a plush toy on the bed isn't decoration, it's memory, a comfort. But not all comfort is harmless, especially when it's old. Especially when it wasn't always yours. Stuffed animals like pillows or blankets absorb more than dust. They absorb breath, touch, emotion. And over time, they become saturated, not just with scent, but with energy. If you've ever held something that made you feel heavy for no clear reason, you know what that means. These items carry traces of what they've witnessed. Sadness, loneliness, maybe even grief that was never spoken out loud. And when that object stays near your bed night after night, you're not just remembering, you're reliving, not consciously, but emotionally. Some people report strange dreams, unsettled feelings, a lingering sense of unease even in a quiet room. Others simply notice that they don't rest as deeply when that old toy is nearby. It's not about superstition, it's about emotional residue, energy that's been stored and never cleared. And while that might sound abstract, your body knows the difference. Your heart rate, your breath, your dreams, they respond. If you're attached to a stuffed animal, you don't have to throw it away, but you do need to cleanse it, wash it gently, let it dry in sunlight, smudge it if you practice that, or place it beside a quartz crystal for a few nights to help reset the frequency, and most importantly, give it space. Don't let it sleep beside your head, place it on a shelf, in a clean, well-lit spot. Let it be seen but not held while you're most vulnerable, because you deserve sleep that's truly your own, not sleep shared with someone else's memories, even if they once brought you comfort. Mistake 3. Phones and electronic devices near the bed. You wouldn't invite a stranger into your bedroom at night, but every time your phone stays beside your pillow, you're letting something in, something loud, restless, and always on. Most people don't think of their phone as dangerous. It's your alarm, your connection to loved ones, your flashlight in the dark. But it's also a source of constant, invisible stimulation, exactly what your sleep doesn't need. Even when silent, your phone is still working, still sending signals, searching for updates, checking for messages. That quiet buzzing in the background, your body feels it even if your mind doesn't. Your nervous system stays slightly alert, on edge. You may fall asleep, but you rarely fall deep. And when you wake, your first breath isn't yours, it's already tangled in a notification. Over time, this erodes rest. You feel foggy in the morning, slow to start, emotionally thinner. Your energy never quite fills back up. That's not just aging, that's interrupted restoration. Sleep is the one time your body repairs itself. But if your phone is the last thing you see and the first thing you reach for, your body never fully lets go, and your spirit never fully lands. The fix is simple but powerful. Turn your phone off or switch it to airplane mode before bed. Place it at least 6 feet away. Better yet, move it to another room and return to a basic alarm clock. Not a glowing screen, not a buzzing rectangle, just stillness. Just breathe. Let your room be a sanctuary again, a place where your thoughts can settle, your energy can reset, and your dreams aren't interrupted by someone else's urgency. You deserve sleep that isn't shared with a screen, sleep that belongs to you, that heals you, that prepares you for a day that starts with your own rhythm, not someone else's noise. Final, every night you lie down hoping to rest. But true rest doesn't begin with closing your eyes. It begins with the space around you, what your body senses, what your energy absorbs, and what your nervous system either fights or finally lets go of. The objects near your bed are not just decor. They are signals. Some soothe you, some protect you, and some quietly, invisibly keep you alert even while you sleep. That's why this matters, not because of tradition, not because of ritual, but because your body, your heart, and your mind need a space that supports healing instead of tension. Think about what we've explored: a quartz sphere to filter emotional weight, a talisman that reminds your spirit it's safe, a bowl of salt and coins that clears what you didn't know was stuck, a pouch of dried orange peel that calms the very air you breathe, and a lamp that glows like memory, not like technology. These are not magical fixes. They are quiet allies, physical tools that align with something science is finally catching up to. Your environment is a language your nervous system understands fluently. The wrong signal can throw you off course. The right one can restore you. And while you don't need to change everything overnight, even one shift, one object moved, one light replaced, one thought made visible, can start a new rhythm. One that lets you wake up not just rested, but whole. Because your sleep is not just the end of the day. It is the beginning of everything you will do, choose, and feel tomorrow. So tonight, let your bedroom speak gently to you. Let it say, you are safe now. You can let go. You're not alone. You're home.